We in here. What's up? What's good? What's up? Saturday morning? Oh, you know I don't even know I'm do this. Is it Saturday morning? Saturday morning. What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? It's your man Theo, but I thought we'd come in here Saturday morning. I didn't do no live yesterday. Shout out to my brother D Real and everything. We were supposed to come to y'all with a live yesterday night, live where we're not really talking about nothing. We really just vibing. Family emergency, was not able to do that. Okay, let's do something about these notifications. But we here now. We here now. We in here. I felt like today, Saturday, would be a good time to do a live. What's going on, Kamoyo? Tell them triple salute in the building. You know, just a little, nothing serious, nothing serious. Something for Black Panther fan. You a Black Panther fan, I'm a Black Panther fan, we all Black Panther fan. Get on in here and chop it up and everything. We got a lot going on in regards to Black Panther. Like, I don't know if this is a good time or a bad time to be a Black Panther fan, but we got some stuff going on. Yes, good God Almighty Jesus. We got some stuff going on. We got Brian Hill's Ultimate Black Panther 1. That's doing some good stuff. We like that. We got Eve Ewing, Dr. Eve Ewing's run, and you know, well, I'm gonna speak for myself. I'm picking up what she's putting down, and I'm enjoying it. Supposed to be having a Black Panther video game coming out. Captain America supposed to be in it. Was it Flags of Our Fathers? I don't think we have talked about that in a minute. It's crazy. We're supposed to be having what, Eyes of Wakanda cartoon coming out. It's crazy. We're really talking about that again. Then we got Spider-Punk. We got T'Challa. That for some strange reason looks like me with hair and D-Real without hair. I still don't know how you did that. But we got action figures galore. Good God Almighty, boy! We got action figures. We got custom. We got a fan group. We got posters. We got a store getting ready to go come up and everything. Like they're like, Theo, you got a store? Yeah. If my wife, if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk by now. My wife knows how to use both Cricut machine, embroidery machine, sewing machine, t-shirt press, crochet machine. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get that store open up and everything like that, where we can go ahead and make it do what it do. Get some recast T'Challa merch out there, Black Panther fan group merch out there, Council of Wakanda and Rock With Me Nation merch out there. Yeah, we got big plans for 2024. So you make sure you got your alerts on and everything like that. If you aren't a member, you might want to do that, because we're gonna start having some member exclusives and everything like that. But it's not a bad time to be a Black Panther fan. Let me keep up with these notes real quick. Do it the way I do it. Because we had Kamoyo come on up in here. Y'all need to know that's the Black Panther fan group president and everything. Y'all link up with Kamoyo either on Facebook or Twitter. Also in regards to the Council of Wakanda. Got some great things going on over there. Y'all take care of that. We got Nitellum in the building. Hope everything is good and well. Yeah, man, it is. Being a father, Dad had to go see my baby girl. And as I was telling my wife, and you know, we cool over here. We cool over here. So we talk up. I said, listen, we got this whole thing going on where we doing these gender wars and everything like that. A man is supposed to cover a woman. No differently than a woman is supposed to cover a man. See, at the end of the day, it's the father that'll let the husband know, don't put your hands on my child. It's the brother that lets the boyfriend know, hey, that's my sister. Okay, well, it's the mother that lets the wife know, don't try my son. It's the sister that'll look at the girlfriend and be like, don't hurt my brother. Yeah, so it get past all that nonsense and everything like that. So dad has to let people know, baby girl not unprotected. Baby girl is covered. So when you look at a Butler daughter, a daughter who last name Butler, her daddy crazy. Her Her daddy crazy. Her daddy crazy. He not rap type. Just say that right. I'm typical dad. I look cool. I sound cool. I do, but I'm a typical dad. Typical. Anyway, so had to make it do what it do in regards to baby girl. So thank you so much. And I tell them all is definitely well and everything like that. What's going on? What's going on? We got these things. It's official. The Rock With Me Nation moderator is in the building. If we got him in the building, let's make sure we're kind and courteous towards one another. The Rock With Me Nation moderator is in the building. Theo B, soon as the Wind Rider sees T'Challa putting in that work, it's a wrap for her and Killmonger. So, and I'm gonna go back. Thank you, Jaren, so much for that, because you got me where I was going before I got there. So, the reason for this live is, can we all just agree that we Black Panther fans? Can we all just agree on that? I think if we all can agree on, you just have common ground. Let's start off with some common ground. Can we just admit that we all Black Panther fans? Okay. That's pretty much where the commonality gonna stop at. We had H-Town Boss, and because they was over there chopping it up, and I love when brothers and sisters are able to just come together and just have open and honest dialogue. And one of the things that Kamoya was talking about was the similarities that he sees in Brian Hill's run in regards to previous runs that he's read by Black Panther writers. I saw it too. One of the things he likes the story. That's the thing. I like the story. I can point out similarities, differences. None of that matters. Do I like the story? He likes the story. I do too. Buckmeister said something, and I think this is the thing, and I think it's something that's telling. I think it's something that permeates throughout Black Panther fandom. Now, I think it's something that we talk about, but we don't necessarily give the due diligence that is due. We talk about it, we talk around it. We talk around it, but we haven't dove into it yet. I thought about it. I talked to my wife about it. Me and D-Real talk about it. Me and Mr. Ray Smith talk about it quite often. Buckmeister said a return to status quo is what we Panther fans have been asking for. A return to status quo. Make sure I keep up with these notes real quick. You got Ronnie J in the building. We got my D Steezel in also on TikTok. Absolutely. Yes, sir. What's going on? I got my brother B in here. Hold on. Let me show y'all something. Bro, can you come in real quick? Conversations that I have and everything like that. He finna this come down. He's 6'4". He's 6'4". He's 6'4". This would be my hunter. Come down again, big bro. Come down again. Come down again. Come down. One more time. This would be my hunter. See, he's more volatile than I am. He is, but this would be my hunter. And if you know Hunter, okay, he Hunter. All right. Appreciate you, B. So.
Yep, there's his hunter right there.
No, that's not the hunter. No, it's just a pet. Wife's pet. Daughter's pet. Not my pet. My pet is a black cat. You just heard it. Anyway, so Buckmeister, a return to status quo. Make sure I keep up with these notes. Like the thing, what the hell? Yeah, I'm walking like I talk it. I'm walking like I talk it. Ain't no thing over here. I'm walking like I talk it over here. Get back on over here and everything like that. Yeah, so that's my hunter. Who the hell is in Jobu t-shirts? Yes, thank you. Who's in Jobu? I like that, James. Thank you so much. So He wants T'Challa to get back to the status quo. I think this is a fair question. It is. And I think if you think about how you may or may not answer this question, it's going to say a lot. To you specifically, not to you individually, what is T'Challa's status quo? I believe if I ask 10 different people and they all Black Panther fans, I believe if I ask 10 people what T'Challa's status quo was, I believe I'm going to get back 10 different answers. What is T'Challa's status quo to you? I think that's a fair question. What is it? And watch this. I'm of the mindset I could ask 10 people born in the same year what T'Challa's status quo is to them and get 10 different answers. Watch this one. If I ask 10 different people who were born in different years from 1970 to 2010, if I ask them the question in regards to Black Panther, Wakanda, T'Challa's status quo, I know damn good and well I'm going to get 10 different answers. Hell, on social media, we getting way more than 10 different answers in regards to what do Black Panther fans consider significant, meaningful, important to this character. I'm going to keep it with these notes. What up, Terrence? We got Kamoyo Kid. Yeah, what's going on? Kamoyo in the building, D Steezel in the building. Hit them lights, please, if you could. Who the hell is in Jobu shirts would be a conversation. Thank you. Got to get on that. What up, home? Yeah. So, what does T'Challa mean to me? I think we started off right there. What does T'Challa mean to me? Status quo. Status quo to me is you being that dude. Now, what status quo to me, to him being that dude, is when folks see him, whether they see him in Wakanda, whether they see him in his Panther habit, whether they see him surrounded by the Dora Milaje, whether he got a crown on his head, whether he's sitting on the throne. I need it to be where when he walked in a room, that, oh shit, that's like I need writers, artists to start drawing. When he entered the room, folks turn around and start whispering. Make sure you know what you're supposed to be doing when this dude come on scene, because you know he him. That's the status quo to me. When based on what I didn't read, yes, ma'am. Should be in the bed somewhere. I don't know. I should. Based on who he is, when he walk in the room, all females swoon. They, girl, that go to T'Challa. Like me. Status quo is when Aurora told old girl, hey, make sure he good. Make sure he good so he can come on back home. Take care of him and everything. Like, oh, you think I can replace you, child? No, you can't. Nobody can replace me. I just need to make sure I just need you to make sure my man come home safely. A lot of people be hating on Coates. Y'all don't remember that part that Coates wrote in there about him and Aurora? Everybody got so much slick stuff to say about Coates. I believe in equal energy. Do you remember him writing that in there? Well, Aurora said T'Challa was her man. Everybody got so much bad because I believe in equal energy. I know some people checked out. Coates had 2 story arcs on that comic. I can understand if you got something bad to say. I can. I don't always have a good experience when I go to McDonald's. I don't. But every experience ain't a bad one either. I done had some good experiences at McDonald's. You ain't got nothing good to say about Coates? That's crazy. Because, watch this. I know damn good and well, you ain't never got a story where damn near every black superhero from a comic book company was all in one comic. Same storyline, fighting together as one. You ain't got that. Yeah, Coach can't get no props for that. Coach can't get no props for that. It's crazy. I heard quite a few of y'all talking bad about certain dudes and everything like that. Did y'all read Roxanne Gay? Did y'all read The World of Wakanda? You talking about the camps that the men wrote. What about Roxanne Gay? Y'all don't remember Mbala? No? It ain't. Dr. Eve Ewing is not the first woman to step foot in Wakanda and write a story. She ain't. she ain't. I'm so sorry. She's not. She ain't. I know what you want to do, but she ain't. And watch this. If you got something to say about older men and did this, the sex slave camps and everything like that, like I said, you didn't read Roxanne Gay's run? I don't get paid to do it, but I love my job as a Black Panther historian. That means I just get to just sit down and sink my teeth into all types of Black Panther comic book knowledge. I do. I just get to soak it in. Don't go in with no preconceived notion. Just go on in and read it. Don't go in with no prejudices. Don't go in with no biases or nothing like that. I don't give a damn who wrote it. Male, female, Black, white, Jew, Gentile. Give me a damn good story. Well, I ain't saying, I'm just saying. The status quo for me when it comes to the character, the T'Challa, would be for him to get elevated to the same level or higher than Batman. That's what I, okay. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. First half of his run wasn't good, in my opinion. You're not the only one person that I've heard say that, Diesel. You're not. I've heard quite a few people say that. So that's a fair assessment as well. Let me see. DC's agree that theory that applies to all big OG heroes, different preferences from older, younger fans. Absolutely. Let me get this in here because that is absolutely a point. Let's see here. For me, Coach finished stronger than he started. Once again, you're not the only person I heard say that. That's crazy. Imagine that for a second. You said that he finished stronger than he started. So let me see if I got this right. Because I just want to, I want to make sure we make it do what it do. I believe in equality. I do. I believe in equality. I believe you should have the same rights I do. I do. I do. I believe I should have the same rights as you do, regardless. So let's, real quick here, just off the cuff, off the dome. Anybody know how many issues Coach had? Anybody? Bueller, Ferris? Anybody know how many issues Coach had to write Black Panther? Remember when I said I think that those protest too much? Let's take a look here. How many issues did Coach have? I'm gonna laugh when I see this because I'm low key. Y'all like, Theo, why you laughing? Because to me, it'd be funny. So, the Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda was 25 issues. The Intergalactic Empire. Coach got 50 issues. He got 50. Let me see if I understand this correctly. Folks weren't necessarily fans of his first run, right? 25 issues. 25 issues. Now, mind you, doing the 25 issues, what happened? Because I read them. I'm a Black Panther fan. And what I got doing Colt's first 25 issues, I think it's safe to say I got that from Hudlin. And I don't want to, because I give him accolades. I got that from Mayberry. I got that from Priest too. And yeah, low key, I got that from Don McGregor. You know, the only thing that I got new from Colts, by and large, was the Intergalactic Empire. And watch this. I'm of the mindset, all that was his version of the slave trade. I've been around long enough. I didn't read many books back in the day from the civil rights era. I done told y'all, creative writing major with a minor in communication. I have studied African American literature. I have watched Roots, 12 Years a Slave. What is it? The Book of Slaves, Roots, The Return of Roots. I would love to tell you that what he gave me in the I would love to tell you that I ain't read them stories before. I would be lying. I would be lying. Ultimate Black Panther 1, 2024 equals brilliant. Not a fan of Coates or the last two writers. Ultimate Black Panther 1 equals brilliant. Okay, I mean, I'm not knocking it. You say brilliant. All I'm going to say is that if it's brilliant, which you have every right to say that. And thank you so much, Afro SF. I'm thinking that's science fiction. Afro. I'm gonna mess up the last name. I ain't gonna do that. Because I don't like mispronouncing people's last name. Just similarities. Just similarities. And if I could say, if I were to say it was brilliant in the way in which he mixed it. Can I say that? Brilliant in the way in which he mixed it. First of all, everything about the first issue, the costume design. Can we say that? Because if this was a live action, we would be applauding them for the costume design. So the character design, makeup, and everything, all of that is brilliant. Having Okoye revisiting, because watch this, because people don't. Wives in Training, the adored ones, the Dora Milaje. Ain't nobody pick up on that? Like, that's literally them doing what they were supposed to be doing in the 616 before T'Challa said that's not what we're doing. This is Coach, this is Priest run. Remember? Nakia, Malice, she thought that's what they were supposed to be. T'Challa said no. Okay, well, on this earth, clearly that's what they're doing. That's why Okoye, she ain't necessarily in luck. No, this is what you had to do. This was your job. Okay, well, it's the same ingredient. I got some similar stuff mixed in differently. I got it. It's still a hamburger. It's still a hamburger. Still a hamburger. We just got some different stuff in this hamburger. You know how you done had the hamburger, just regular hamburger, and then you know how you done had the hamburger and somebody done put like the Campbell's soup in there, the onion soup, and they got onions chopped up in the hamburger and everything like that. So when you get, or the hamburger that's got bacon and cheese already, yeah, it's still a hamburger. It's still a hamburger. Oh man, still a hamburger. 24, Coach had to be reminded that he was writing a comic book. I mean, you know, I like that though. 2 runs back to back. Yes, think about that. 2 runs back to back where most of the folks that I've talked to didn't like his first run. He got 25 issues. 50. You didn't like the first 25, came back and gave you 25 more. Theo, what are you saying? I mean, if he can get it wrong in 25 and give you something to sink your teeth in, after that, 25 and 10. The complaints the complaints that we got now, and I understand it, this is social media, this is 2024, people are more inclined to be more vocal. I would ask this question here, and understanding that we are located, we do have a base of operations per se. The amount of, and I'm just asking, I'm asking the question. Y'all know more than I do. I'm leaning on some folks here. Did Coates get the type of complaints that Eve is getting during his first 25 issue run? Did he get them same type of complaints? I know how we all clown the dude that gave us the 15 issue run, but I'm asking a question here. Did Coates receive the type of criticism that Eve is receiving? Was it more? Was it less? I don't know. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. And while I'm doing that, while y'all let me know, I'm gonna keep up with these notes. Okay, 25 issues per run. Yep. Facts, Theo. That part, Kamoyo Kid, my friend called it Roots in Space. I knew it wasn't just me. I knew it wasn't just me. What's going on, Kofi? What's going on? Thank you so much for joining us. Bree, in the way he mixed it as an app description. Yeah, absolutely. Like I enjoyed it. Like I said, I enjoyed it, and I think that's the thing. I said yesterday, there are some things I said on the comic book review that I did. There are some things that are near and dear to me as a Black Panther fan that I did not get in Ultimate Black Panther. There are some things that are near and dear to me as a Black Panther fan that I did not get, and I don't think I'm going to get. I could be wrong. Shout out to Kamoyo. We know this story arc is meeting its midway point at issue 4. Yes, the trade paperback is already being put into production 4 issues. After that, we're going into the second part of the story arc. That said, though, Ultimate Black Panther, there's some things that, where's the Hatut Zadaze? That means something to me. Now, does that take away from the story? Does that make the story unpackable? No. It's still a good read. I want to know what these brothers calling themselves in the black and gold. Like, I'm like, okay. But the Hatut Zadaze means something to me. The interaction between Hunter and T'Challa, that has not been properly written since Priest. And I'm pissed about that because it's almost like we don't want to write that damn story. We're afraid to tell it. No, because you got Sam Wilson bowing down to Steve Rogers, so much so to the point where he done took his name. Well, where, when, how do I get the story of the, because it's a deep story. It's a deep story. Nobody wants to tell it. Reginald Hutler started it. I have a young white male whose mother and father are Black, kings and queens. He goes out of country. He can't even be in the same room with his family. He's the protector of Africa. The Hatut Zadaze, his sole mission is to extinguish you if you got an issue with Wakanda. You ain't even got to raise a hand on Wakanda. You just need to say you don't like Wakanda. Where's his story? Where's the interaction between him and T'Challa? Him, T'Challa, and Shuri. Him, T'Challa, Shuri, and Eric. Him, T'Challa, Shuri, Eric, and Okoye. Him, T'Challa, Shuri, Eric, Okoye, and Aurora. Where's this story? Because Buddy wasn't even at his brother's wedding. I got to keep sifting through stuff. Dr. Eve Ewing hasn't touched it. John Ridley could have gave 2 cares about it. I'm in the Ultimate Universe. and Shorty is acting more like Hunter. See what I just did? See what I just did? I'm a Black Panther fan. I'm a Black Panther fan. Well, who is Shorty acting like? That's not Shorty. That's Hunter. And every Black Panther fan knows it. Every Black Panther fan knows it. Still a good story. Still a good story. You can't tell me I ain't got a right to want to see the Hatuts that I say. Dr. Eve Ewing wrote about them. Because I don't hear nobody mentioning that. What? Dr. Eve Ewing, she named him Tell It. Nobody talks about that. All Dr. Eve Ewing critics, crazy. You ain't got nothing good to say about him. And if you only have good things to say about somebody, that tells me something. If you only have negative things to say about somebody, that tells me something. Well, all of her detractors, you never mention Intelli. You never mention the Hatuts Zadaze. All you talk about is the pacing. Fights in damn near every comment. So that ain't it. that ain't it. I had a comment, a critique, which she fixed, by the way. Because in issue 1, she had a female member of the Hatuts Zadaze. We did a video review on that. You don't see them no more. You don't see them no run. You don't see them no more. My friend called it Roots in Space. Bree, in the way he mixed it. Yeah, thank you so much for that. I called it on T'Challa and Okoye. Okay. Brian continued what Priest and Reginald used with the door. I mean, you know, when you a good writer, you continue what came before you. So yeah. I just would have liked to have seen. Here's the thing. So we go back to Priest, the client, Nakia, Okoye. They were right there with T'Challa. They were by the throne. He's the throne. Wherever he goes, he's the throne. As long as he's the king, he's the throne. So he's supposed to have the doors with him everywhere he goes. No differently than if we go back, and that's why I say I love being a Black Panther fan. Nahanda, who created the doors. Okay, but wherever Nahanda went, that's where the doors went. You ain't no choice. Wherever Shorty go, that's where the doors go. If you sit on that throne, wherever you go, that's where the doors go. So I got that. But the secret police, the doors guard the throne. So my question then would be, because I'm loving this part of it, loving this part. Well, we got the Hatuts Zadaze. That's the secret police. And we have them established as saying that Mtele formed them. Okay, well, we know canonically T'Chaka has led the Hatuts Zadaze. We know T'Challa has led the Hatuts Zadaze. We know Hunter and Achilles have led the Hatuts Zadaze. Like I said, they mean something to me. If women can feel good, as they should, about being a formidable army, why can't I, as a male, want the same? People joke and laugh all the time, and they be like, with Theo, now mind you, my hair wasn't this long in 2018, but yes, the hairstyle Michael B. Jordan had in the movie, yeah, that's it. But I'm not shallow enough to write myself as the lead character in a movie. I don't want to be T'Challa. If I was writing a Black Panther comic, unlike John Ridley, I would not create a character to take the place of T'Challa. No. Much like quite a few other people, I would create a character to go alongside T'Challa, to aid T'Challa, but not to replace T'Challa. But when you look at these writers, they got their own spin on the comic. And when you look at their own spin on the comic, based on their writing styles, you can tell who actually cares about T'Challa as the lead character and who doesn't. We can sit up here and want to give people compliments all day long, but let's just understand something, because it's facts. Priest run, the last few issues of his run, he replaced T'Challa. Before Hutland was done with Black Panther, he replaced T'Challa. He did. Ridley, he wanted to replace T'Challa. You read it just like I did. You need me to drop them names? Because I can. You need me to say Casper Cole? You need me to say Shorty? You need me to say Tosin? I can. I just did. She didn't do that. Eve didn't do none of that. No, she trying to find, I'll be working my way back to you, babe, with a burning essence. She's trying to work him back to the throne. But what is Brian Hill getting ready to do? I like it. What is Brian Hill? Because what is Brian Hill getting ready to do? Take him off the throne? Ain't he missing? Whether he vacates the throne willingly or he's excommunicated from the throne. That you ain't read that before? Let me see. You open up, he a king. But by issue 4, he not sitting on the throne. By issue 4. By issue 4. Well, okay. What was the complaints again in the 616? Let me keep on with these, because I don't want to do that. A cold story arc would take like 6 issues. Would take like 8 issues, a cold story arc. Okay, that's what's up. I can understand that. That was his first comic, and it showed early on. Right. People dislike Ridley's run, just transfer it over to Eve. Overall, comic BP past MCU hasn't been good enough for me. I can respect that. Laugh. Who is a Falcon fan? I assume the black and gold guys would. I'm hoping, like, boy, look here, Afro. I'm hoping he dropped the name, like Brian. Just call him that. And Brian, if you call him that, now we looking at Hasbro like this. Hey. I'm looking at Hasbro like this. Hey. Because I just need my ultimate wave. I need my ultimate invasion action figure wave. And if that's the hot toots that I say, which I low-key feel like that's what they are, because if we go back and we look at, they're supposed to be spies, they're supposed to be the secret police, they're supposed to be those people that go out there, basically the ninjas of Wakanda. I'll go ahead and say that, because you never know they're out there. I would love it, but now, that being what they are, like I said, I love it. Excuse me. I just want them to be more than just spies, if I can say that. Like, but you see, they more than spies. Them dudes don't look like they just spies. Now, maybe them two specifically, their job was just as spies, but hopefully he does do that. I would love that, Afro. I would definitely love that. Keefy, LOL, I'm a long time Cap comic reader. Yeah, boy, look at Kofi. Hit them likes, please, if y'all can, please. Those two are spies, not Hatus. Hatus are special forces. They would have hit those Egyptoids before. I'm hoping those two specifically were spies, but I'm hoping that by and large, that's what they did. These Steves got that music going on. Everyone keeps trying to replace T'Challa. I know. Y'all got to excuse me. I just, because like I said, we read the synopsis. We know what's going on through issues 1 through 4. Okay, with issues 1 through 4, not trying to spoil it for anybody, because I'm going to read them. I'm going to read them. I'm going to buy them. I'm going to review them. So that's not what that is. And I'm not mad. I read this synopsis. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I've just read this before. If watch this. If your point of contention with Dr. Eve Ewing and John Ridley was that he took T'Challa off the throne, that's your point of contention. Not saying it's right or wrong. Your point of contention, Dr. Eve Ewing, she's taking too long to put him back on the throne. I'm not saying you right or wrong in that. You got a right to feel how you feel. What I am asking for, though, is consistency, because T'Challa is not going to be on the throne here shortly. So you watch this. You mad or not? You mad or not? You mad or not? He the only one trying to restore who he is. Hold on for a second. Let me communicating with the missus. Y'all know how the married fellas know how it is. The married folk, not married fella, because it's 2024. If you're married, you're married. You understand? Y'all know how we do this thing. When you're married, you gotta stay in contact with your significant other. But getting right back to this and everything like that. So if that was your point of contention, I believe in equal energy. So if that's your point of contention, throne or nothing, well, he's the only one trying to. Hey, Mr. Theo, some of these Black Panther writers remind me of the MCU writers and directors for the movies. And what I mean by that is they were told not to care about the main character. I don't necessarily want to say that. What I will say is that, going back to what I said earlier, I think T'Challa is different things to different people. I think the character Black Panther represents different things to different people, whether they like the character or not. To some people, it is important that he be the king of Wakanda. I mean, and I get that. I understand that. That's how he was introduced to us. But we've seen stories. Bruce Wayne got broke. And I don't mean Bane breaking his back. No, I mean his money gone. Bruce Wayne don't always live in Wayne Manor. Like, we just seen Bruce go through some stuff. Okay, well. How many girlfriends Peter done had? Peter been a teacher. Like, his story didn't change. Peter ain't always just been the film photographer. And I know some people, as far as they concerned, him having a job at the Daily Bugle was what that was. That's what that was supposed to be. Well, that ain't what that is. That is not what that is. Captain America. Well, damn. Steve then got old, then super soldier serum out his system. Folks running around here with his name and everything like that. Tony. Drunk, sponsor, bad guy. And God forbid, if there's a specific suit of armor you prefer Tony in, they ain't doing that. You mad about everything. Now you're like, man, y'all don't even want to put that dude back there. Okay, well, T'Challa means different things to different people. What's the consensus? That he be a king of Wakanda? You can't even get that consensus. Okay, well, hold on. Y'all like Priest? Christopher Priest. Y'all like him? Okay. I get that. But Eric sat on that throne too under Priest run. Y'all remember that? Eric had on a whole daggum costume. Black Panther even went to go visit the Avengers. Y'all remember that? Said he was there. Hey, I'm him. I'm the Black Panther. Y'all remember that? Okay, well, Hutland took him off the throne too. Y'all don't remember that? Y'all don't like that story? He took him off the throne. He sat shooting them. Y'all don't remember that? I'm just saying, it's a lot of writers, folks capping for, and I'm like, they took him off the throne. They did. You read them story. Whether you liked him or didn't like him. This ain't T'Challa's first time coming off the throne. I'm just trying to figure out, is this your first time having an issue with him not being on the throne? Because honestly, it shouldn't. If the throne is what you hanging your hat on, you should have had issues going all the way back to the 1900s. Marvel Comics saying, I'm really sorry for acting that way. I'm really Austin C. Question, Theo, do you think Black Panther needs another power set of some sort? No, I do not. I think, this is my opinion, I could be wrong, been wrong before, I'll be wrong again. I feel like they need to own the power set that he currently has. He's still king of the dead, and there's too much conjecture in regards to him being king of the dead, because you don't see him display those power sets that often. It's somebody was just, remember the whole conversation, piece about a week ago, what's the stronger metal, adamantium or vibranium? Remember that conversation, Pete? Remember everybody had so much to say? Well, if you're a comic book fan, not a stan, as in I'm a Black Panther stan or I'm a Wolverine stan. If you are a comic book fan, you've seen writers, which is what one of the things I tried to say, use what I like to call a MacGuffin in regards to both metals. Go back to World Breaker Hulk. Because I know it's a storyline out there where U.S. agent has a vibranium shield and it's said it's not as strong as adamantium. Okay, well, World Breaker Hulk. Remember when he ran up on the mutants? He was mad. Okay, Wolverine couldn't cut through him. Adamantium claws. You know who did cut through him though, which is crazy. Thunderbird. 2 vibranium knives straight through the Hulk, when just a few pages earlier, adamantium claws couldn't do it. Stop having meaningless discussions. Stop having meaningless back and forth with people who just have a damn axe to grind. Just enjoy the comic. Just enjoy the comic. So that's what I would say, Austin. I don't think he needs another power set. The brother has a plethora. The brother is damn near OP. Let me see if I got this right. You on the same level physically as Captain America. Your agility and your speed is better than his, just based off of who your abilities are based on. A cat. His are based on a human. You wrestled down a 600 and a 3,000 pound rhinoceros. This is all canon. I don't think we need to go back and forth with that one. You're the king of the dead. We have, as of yet, to see that dude literally draw on the knowledge of every Panther that came before him, by and large, because we still ain't fleshed them Panthers out yet. Crazy. That's what we need. We need an ongoing monthly series designed to flesh out the Panthers from the past, because that's part of the problem right there. But yeah, that's my thing. I don't think he needs. He don't need another power set. For the previous guy, Afro, I would just like to ask if I'm the only person who loves the Kirby run. No, you are not. Let me stop you right there. Time traveling, Brad Sprouls, and men from 1 million years in the future. LL, I gave it, man. You not the only one. No, listen. You need to be talking to my older brother, D Real, Mr. Ray Smith, Kamoyo Kid, D Steves, and that man. No, you're not the only one. By far, you are not. You're not the only one. No, you're not the only one, Afro. Trust me when I tell you, you're not the only one. It's like, yay, T'Challa back on the throne. I'm just gonna say this. If you were reading a Fantastic Four comic book with him in it, them stories had nothing to do with him being on the throne. They did. They had something to do with him being a superhero and being a member of the Fantastic Four. That's it. If we see him over there, and mind you, in those books, he show his behind. Like, if you look at him in a Fantastic Four book, he making it do what it do. If you see him in an Avengers book, he making it do what it do. We ain't really talking about him sitting on the throne. I get it. I like it. It's significant. It's important. I want that. I need that. But come on, man. When Carol ran up on him, he was chilling. I'm gonna say he was in the Atlantic, just chilling, minding his own dadgum business. You're the most dangerous man alive. What terrifies people more about T'Challa? Him being a king, or him literally known throughout the superhero community as the most dangerous man alive? Think about that for a second. In the superhero community, yeah, I know the Hulk. He's the strongest there is. I get that. I know Thor is a god. The most dangerous man alive. Didn't Besa just tell Monet, if you don't calm down, he gonna delete you? That's a whole Omega level mutant that a regular human being is telling her, if you don't calm down. That's now, wait. You don't think that made the hairs on my forearm stand up? No, I'm just asking a question. You don't think they gave me the warm and fuzzies as a Black Panther fan for somebody else to tell this OP person over here, hey, because we ain't get this type of respect put on his name in Ridley's run. Wasn't no other character big up in T'Challa like that. Besa, so many people got an issue with. So many people. You never stop to think about the nuances of that, because even Besa didn't believe that was T'Challa when she first met him. The nuances of storytelling. Even she didn't believe that was him when she first met him. But she, character, has been around him enough, interacted with him enough to know not only is that him, but that he's capable of deleting anybody regardless of who they are. That's nuanced storytelling to the finest. Did anybody pick up on that? If you were upset about T'Challa being disrespected under Ridley's run, that one little statement from Besa to Monet should have made you feel good on the inside. You should have been like, oh my good God, my Jesus. And Monet didn't give no pushback. No, why? Because his reputation precedes him. Oh, that's him? Okay, my bad. Let me get myself together. You say that's him? Yeah, okay. The nuance the nuances of storytelling. You don't even know how he hurt Monet. You just know she was surprised to be hurt in her red diamond form. The nuances of subtle storytelling. Ain't that what you wanted? Who OP did he beat in Ridley's run? He got did in by the Buffalo Soldier, a dude who has no track record. If you are a comic book fan, you know Monet's track record. If you read Uncanny Avengers, you know Monet's track record. So the fact that that fight, if we want to call it that, lasted only a few panels. Sometimes we can't see the forest for the trees. You wanted a longer fight. Why does the king of Wakanda, the most dangerous man alive, who has that reputation throughout the entire superhero community, why is he, think about this now, by and large, why is he ever in an extended fight? If he's the most dangerous man alive, and everybody know that, why should his fights be lasting a whole book? Think about what you're asking about. Back on the throne, 3 issues later. Oh man, they took T'Challa. What's say? I'm just saying, man, like, hey, we just gotta act like we know what we got going on. We gotta act like we got. There we go. Put that back up there. Question, Theo, do you think it's time for T'Challa to add a new power set to the? No, we don't need to do that. Austin, if they just use the power, yeah, we don't need to add. We don't even need to add nothing. He got, man. Listen, he legit. Like, he legit. They don't need to add nothing to him. They just write his story. One of the things that I alluded to, and if you've been rocking with me like I'm rocking with you, like I'm rocking with you, like you've been rocking with me, one of the things I've been talking about, like, and I won't be able to see it. MCU fans will. They gonna have Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, doing all the stuff that T'Challa can do. And every fan like, ooh, ah, wow. Oh, Logan can track people. He can't track people by their soul. And see this dude is tracking you, period. Period. You got one time to be in his presence, and he will track you down by your scent and or your soul. You just got one time. Just one time to be in his presence. We ain't got that played up yet. We of course, watch this. This is a Black Panther discussion, but we talking about everybody. We still ain't seen Shuri fleshed out yet. Whole damn grill. We do you think, Brian? And now watch this. Once again, something I care about near and dear as a Black Panther fan. I don't believe we gonna get it in the Ultimate Universe, but it ain't gonna make a break. I'm gonna enjoy the ride. I like Griot Shuri. She means something to me. She do. To have the protector of Wakanda and the historian of Wakanda, brother and sister, that means something to me. That means we have the living, breathing protector of Wakanda, and we have the living, breathing embodiment of Wakandan history. Right there in the 616. And while I would love to get them stories, I still got to have Eve Ewing un-F the F up that John Ridley did, because he didn't care. He's more pressed about East Asian languages. Nothing wrong with that. You just should have had him writing Shang-Chi as opposed to writing anything in regards to Africa. That's where he should have been. But I can't get Griot Shuri. Now, I'm over here in the Ultimate Universe. Shuri finna betray T'Challa. She is. She want to do the Eric Killmonger thing from the MCU. That's the way it's looking. Not mad, But we do know why Eric wanted to wage war on the outside world for Wakanda, right? He said it. He didn't like how brothers and sisters was being oppressed. Okay, well, low key, Shorty talking that same talk over here in Ultimate Universe, right? So I'm not gonna get greedy on Shorty. Am I happy about that? No, not really. And I mean, I'm not really happy about that. But is that gonna make or break the comic for me? No. Nope. I'm a Black Panther fan though. So if you say the throne, if you somebody that said that he need to be back on the throne sooner than later, and that's what you was holding Dr. Eve Ewing's feet to the fire for, well, he finna be off of it in 3 issues. However you want to slice it and dice it. You can say, well, he's still gonna be the king, but he's still a galactic emperor, but that ain't what you're not concerned about that either, right? Right, okay. Well, he missing. He MIA, so yeah, they just use his power set very. We all like the way, like the yeah, like man, you ain't by yourself on that one. I am new, and him leaving the throne is like a throne. We didn't seen it before. Like this ain't nothing new. It's like just how you okay. Cow. T-bone porterhouse. New York strip. Hamburger. Hamburger with onion in it. Hamburger with bacon bits and cheese bits in it. Hamburger with chili on it. Hamburger with mayo. Hamburger with tomatoes and lettuce. Hamburger on a wheat bun. Hamburger on sesame seed bun. Like, it's hamburger. Angus. It's hamburger. It's from a cow. It is what it is. You either like it or you don't. It's still the cow. It's still beef. Well, it's still beef. Dressed it up real nice. Gave me some different sides and everything like that. You did. Some different seasoning and everything. Some of the seasoning was the same. It was, but you gave me some different seasoning. You gave me enough so that I knew it was different. You did. You gave me enough different stuff on here so that I know it was different. And I ate it. I consumed it. And I said, you know what? That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. I noticed what was missing. Didn't bother me. I noticed what was added. Didn't bother me. It's still a hamburger. Since Eric had a synthetic herb and not of the bloodline, he was a pretender to that throne, a false panther. Because Bass never acknowledged that dude. Never. Supremo, what's going on? What's going on? Because Marvel has a weak editorial. I be wondering how people get jobs. I do. Like I be wondering, like, if you the chief editor, you the editor in chief, your job is to make sure the comics flow like they're supposed to. I don't know what the editor in chief job is, but you know, I'm thinking as a comic book reviewer, we just got to make sure, hey, let me get the is this hero show? Okay, what's going on in this hero story? Like, as the editor in chief, that's your job. You got to connect the universe. It's comic book fans that's got to connect the universe. It's comic book fans who, even though they not making comic books for purchase, they got 50-something superheroes, I know, that's got 50 different stories going on, and they all interconnected. They doing that in their head. You getting paid for it. Like I'm not understanding. You editorial. And watch this. If the job is to make money, y'all just got to explain that to me, because I don't know how you don't make money and you right there. So yeah, to your point, Supremo, I'm not understanding that one, because I'm like, good God Almighty, you're the editor-in-chief. You're the editors. How fans know more, and that's exactly what it's coming down to. Fans of these comic book characters know more about these comic book characters than y'all do, and y'all literally right there. That's not even possible. For instance, I'll open up this comic book, right? Now let's just look at it like this. The editor-in-chief is C.B. Cebulski. I'm not knocking C.B. Cebulski, but this is his job. And I'm not saying that he did anything wrong in this comic book. So that's not where I'm going with this. I'm just using his name for an example. C.B. Cebulski is the editor-in-chief at Marvel Comics. There's no way Vince McMahon, I don't know if I can use that. There's no way I should know more about this character than he does. Definitely, there's no way I should care more, because that's his paycheck. That's his paycheck. But now, if I'm looking at the MCU, clearly, folks that I thought were very, very particular about their money, there was a demographic that I thought was very, very particular about their money. What I'm starting to see is that demographic don't give two doggones about their money. And I would have thought that was the case. Like, y'all don't like losing money. Oh, you don't care? They've been losing money for 5-6 years now, and they don't care. And I don't understand that, because I thought that demographic was all about making money. That's what I thought. But yeah, definitely. I love that that comment, Supremo. And right now, Bruce don't even have ownership over the Wayne Manor. I love it, because folks don't think we keep up with other stuff. They're like, oh man, I'm reading Batman over here. It's a brother over here named Batman now. He seemed to be doing better than Bruce financially, truth be told, especially when you take into consideration that Lucius Fox has the Wayne money. Lucius Fox the big dog now, so what they say is just a mantle. That's what they say, huh? Boy, look here. Yep, Thunderbird did shank that boy. See, with two vibranium knives, after they had just showed in the previous panel that Wolverine could do nothing with the adamantium claw. So if it's there's no reason for X-Men fan and Black Panther fans to be going back and forth. You know, good and well, it's based off to whoever writing that comic. And what purpose does it serve the story? So ain't no need in going back and forth on that, man. You see what it is, you read it, love who you love, going by spit. Question, Theo, why don't writers talk about his power set more? I would say they don't care. Because I'm not going to sit up here and say his power set is hard to understand. It's not. Okay, he got cat-like abilities. You right, them abilities over there with Wolverine, right? Okay, well, he tracked people by it. Okay, well, you got Wolverine tracking people by their scent all the time. Ten of Swords. Did we not read X-Men? What when Avengers versus X-Men versus Eternals? How was Wolverine able to track down the dude that killed old boy, one of the five? Because the dude had old boy's scent on him, his blood on him. Okay, well, Wolverine tracked him down like that. It wrote it in there real nice. All them people, all them characters, Avengers versus X-Men versus Eternals. We're going to have Wolverine track down an Eternal by being able to smell the blood on his sword from when he killed a mutant. Okay, well, T'Challa can do the same daggum thing, except this dude can actually track you by your soul. What it's boiling down to, I can't say they don't understand his power set. You don't care enough to use it. You don't know how to write it into a story. That's crazy. Watch this. Dr. Eve Ewing. Y'all remember when T'Challa walked in old boy's office, trying to figure out how old boy left? He saw the image of Bobbin, was it Kibisu Ma? But there was no exit. The dude just disappeared. And T'Challa, Eve Ewing, the subliminal nuances of subtle storytelling. T'Challa had a device in his hand. You know how people talk about when he's not using technology? T'Challa said, I can't find this dude. The subtle nuances of storytelling. You have people fly right by stuff that they be complaining about is missing from other stories. And I'd be like, did you even read the comic? Did you even read it? Or do you just have an axe to grind? Because the stuff that you complain about that you did not get from the previous writer, you getting it right here. You just don't appreciate it. Now, why you don't appreciate it, I don't know. But it's right there. You can't say it's not right there. It is. If I got to point it out to you, I don't know why. But yeah, so Randall, I love Kirby stuff. Absolutely. Kirby did some amazing stuff. You know when people will appreciate Eve Ewing, Black Panther, T'Challa run. Unfortunately, yeah. Unfortunately. That's crazy. Because I'm inclined to agree with you. I definitely am. Facts and why. What about Prince Jakar? Once again, somebody who is M to the I to the A, missing in action, and still very much alive. See how we do this? Now, James, I'm loving the fact that you brought that out, and the reason why I say that is because what we found ourselves as Black Panther fans is in a vicious, reoccurring cycle. And what do I mean by that? First of all, and this is going to be my advice to everybody, Marvel editorial, as well as Black Panther fans. Find one person who gives a damn about this character, let them write this character for 50 issues. And the reason why I'm saying that is because there's way too much, how can I put this? Way too much history in regards to 1966, that is not being used. And what we're having is every time a new writer, Dr. Eve Ewing, Brian Hill, it's not a bad thing. It's not a good thing. It's not a negative thing. It's not a positive thing. I always got to tell my story. And what we've seen is their stories, when they're first starting off, by and large, don't include anybody from T'Challa's past. We got the Joker right now. Everybody and their mama talking about the Joker. Who we talking about? Joker is getting his origin story redone. 3 Jokers. Joker got his own daggone movie, a sequel. They just brought back Spider-Man's main villains for his movie. You watch the Titans, you like the Titans, guess what? You were geeked, stoked when they said Deathstroke was going to be on there. You were. Okay, with T'Challa not getting that type of love. So if I had one bit of advice for Marvel, get you a writer, have that writer sit down in front of the editorial team, demonstrate before they even pick up a pen to write anything, that they have a working knowledge of this character going all the way back to 1966. Get an idea from them what their clear-cut direction is. You as the editorial team, your mainstay, your talking point, what you should hang your hat on, what you should demand of that writer is that they flesh out T'Challa's world once and for all, using the characters that are already in-house. Don't give me no new character. I don't give a damn. If you got to give me a new character, that means you ain't read the content that's already out there. Get you somebody that knows how to do something with a cheap act. Get you somebody in there that cares about Madam Slay. Get you somebody in there that wants to see Hunter, like Cody Rhodes, finish the story. You have writers come in and they don't care about the previous work and they do their own thing. And that's why this character's hurting, because the editorial team, you keep showing me, even you don't give a damn about the character like that, but you know he worth money. You know he worth money. That's the craziest thing in the world to me. You know he worth money and you won't do what you're supposed to do. As I said before, yesterday, T'Challa watches a whole nation. Folks keep erroneously comparing this dude to heroes that are in New York. They either in the city of New York or they either in the state of New York. Either what? No, they in the city of New York, because I ain't heard not one superhero yet talking about what they doing in Buffalo, New York. No, they all right there in Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island. T'Challa holding down a whole nation. A whole nation. There are way more stories to tell, and y'all not telling them. I'm not telling them. Writers need to read the source material and expand from it. Absolutely. On the bright side, maybe Black Panther 6 will be cheaper now. Ain't no telling, Mr. Brown. Ain't no telling. You guys. I would like a story. We got this from Afro. I would like a story explaining why the Beyonder avoided T'Challa during Secret Wars 1 and 2, and what happened to Wakanda during Heroes Reborn when he was missing for a year. One shots. Those are one shots that I believe would move the needle. One shots. One shots for things that we could include in a backstory. What I mean with a backstory, do like an issue 6, issue 7, have T'Challa talking to the grandkids. We got that. Have T'Challa talking to somebody and recant the story. But no, I like that. I absolutely like that. Question, Theo, do you like Black Panther suit in the Brian Hero? Yeah, I love it. Listen, I'm not gonna act like that. We got all these Iron Man suits, all these Batman suits, Captain America that had different looks. You see my wall? You see my wall? Drop the action figure. Drop the action figure, and I got that. The only thing I'm looking for is an unsculpted face, but I got so many head sculpts of Chadwick Boseman. That's crazy. But yeah, I like the new costume. I like the new costume. It's giving me vibes and everything like that. Yeah. I'm not finna act like that. I like it. It's a different take on it. So I'm loving it. I'm loving and this is something that people got upset about. So you got a problem with his mouth showing? That's not the first time that's happened. You didn't read them old Avengers comic books from back in the day? When Buddy was showing around for like 4 or 5 issues with his face uncovered. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. I want Randall Brown. I wonder what Wakanda wants regarding the monarchy, not Wakanda the people, but the country itself. I think if we go along with the sentiments of, and if I'm just looking at consistent writing throughout various writers, I think the country itself would just want to be left alone. Like, we not going out there, you're not coming over here. You don't know us, we don't know you. If we look at Black Panther, I'm gonna say Avengers 1 million BC, after Mosi passed away, they told, hey, forget we here. If I look at what transpired, and there's some stories that take place before Claw comes to Wakanda. By and large, they just want to be, they just wanted to be left alone. And I can't blame them. They don't need anybody for anything. Wakanda literally does not need the outside world or anything. So I would just think that the country itself would just want to be left alone. Just, hey, we here. Your problems. We ain't got no problems. So that's a great question. I can't wait to hear the goalpost. I'm just gonna do my comic book reviews and I'm gonna do my lives. I ain't getting caught up in that stuff. Too old for that. I like my heart beating the way it is. I ain't even finna get caught up in it. And I tell them. Marvel's had weak editorials since the all new, all different and post Secret Wars. I'm not inclined to disagree with that statement. I'm not inclined to disagree. And I think, and I could be wrong here, I think if you have to keep rebooting, if you have to reboot, you've done something wrong too many times. If you have to reboot, that's an admission that what you've written ain't working. And it's not working from the fundamental beginning. You got to go back and start all over. Just think about what that is, a reboot. You starting all over. Well, how much work, time, and effort have you put into something before you realize you got it wrong? That's wasted time. You can't get back. Well, you keep having to rewrite or redo certain characters, certain comics, because you're getting it wrong. And you know you're getting it wrong. You know you're getting it wrong based on the fan base. By the way, Black Panther fan base, mheroes at marvel.com, okay to print. Let them know what your complaints are. Comments are, and everything like that. So yeah, I definitely agree with that. Juju Rose, my brother, my fellow Devil Dogs in the building. Will Moss need to be getting all the smoke we gave Ridley and the unwarranted smoke they had for Eve Ewing. I ain't saying, I'm just saying the editorial team, that's who you need to be at. Because it's the editor is the teacher. The writer is the student. Well, I'm gonna give you an assignment. Okay. A writing assignment. You hand the writing assignment in. Okay. Well, I'm supposed to hand that back to you. That don't make no sense. I ain't supposed to just sign off on it. Well, you got too many editors, just like, yeah, okay, that's good. No. If I was working at Marvel Editorial, John Ridley comes to me and he gives me his solicit for the Black Panther story arc that he wants to write. I'm with it. You say you giving me a spy story? Okay, that sounds good. That's a different take on it. I'd have gave issue 1 back to him. Theo, what? Yeah. He'd have handed in issue 1 and I'd have slid it right back to him. He would, issue 1, y'all have been mad at me, and maybe this is something that we need to understand as fans. Y'all would have been mad at me because the release of Black Panther 1 under John Ridley, that story arc would have been delayed. I would have never took that because it would have made no sense to me from an editorial standpoint. What do you mean he's no longer king, but he's still a galactic emperor? Man, if you don't take this back, and I'd have roasted him because we both brothers. I'd have roasted him. I'm like, bro, ain't you? What's your major in? What's your major in again? East Asian languages. So you know something about monarchy, kingdoms in Asia, right? Yeah. So you really finna, he's not a king, but boy, get away from me. Get away from me, John. John, get away from me. Get away from me, John. John. Get away from me. Come back. That's exactly what I would have did. That's it. Get away from me, John. Go away from me. Rewrite this. Don't come back. Or you don't want to get paid. That first issue as an editor would never have come out based on that alone. Made no sense. Made no sense. I knocked the editors in chief when they let garbage out into the world. Just like I said, there's no way. John Ridley's first issue should never have hit the shelves. It should have been delayed. Now, maybe that would have caused them to sit back and say, well, you don't need to be writing this book. And maybe the book don't come out. But that's you as a fan needing to trust the editor. And I get it why we don't trust, but that would be you as a fan needing to trust the editorial team that they got your best interest at heart. They didn't. 15 issues. He would have never been able to slide the first one past my desk without me sending it back to him. And he didn't even have to be in the office. He could have emailed it to me. I'd have emailed it back. I'd have sent it back to him talking about, what is this? Don't take long to read it. Don't take long to read it before you realize, like, boy, no. But I thought, you a female, you a female sheep now? What you mean, You don't get away from him. Quality control is absolutely. Soul Smelling was a power in The Devil Come to Kansas City on Tubi. Yeah. We don't think you got this character who every time somebody want to write him, he got an issue with mysticism or supernatural. We can't move past this part. Honestly, we should have moved past T'Challa having an issue with mysticism when he became King of the Dead. How far we just went back? Actually, no. Actually, we should have moved beyond him having any issues with mysticism, going all the way back to Hutland and Mayberry's run. He should be past this. He should be past it. Low key, he should be resistant to magic. Because I don't know why, because we still don't know the name of the Panther god that he prayed to when Bass blessed Shorty. That's crazy. Notice certain trends when it comes to this character. They introduce characters, don't give them no name. T'Challa should be resistant to magic based on the interactions of him and Zawabari in either the Deadliest of the Species storyline or the power storyline. He should, I want to say he should damn near be immune to magic. Cause them things watch this. He should have a whole bunch of tattoos on his body, to be perfectly honest with you. Because I don't know when the tattoos got taken off. They put them inscriptions on him and everything like that. Okay, well, when y'all take them off? And what happened to the other Panther god? All I do is read the story, but mind you, we can't get them issues addressed. All the questions that we got, we can't get them addressed in a front story or the back story of a comic book, because no editor holds the writers responsible for finishing those story arcs. And we got writers coming in, rightfully, wrongfully so, doing their own thing. We run out of patience as fans, and so the writer don't even get to revisit or visit old dangling storylines. They didn't got canceled. So they get canceled. Here come another writer. They start off their own story. We get mad. They get canceled. It is a revolving door that does the character no damn good. None. And I shouldn't be, this is supposed to be a pleasant live. I don't think it's not sounding pleasant to me. All that lazy Cliff Notes criticism, that's why I low-key pulled off of social media. Got nothing to do with it. You know why? I'm gonna buy Eve Ewing's run. I ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. I'm gonna do the comic book review on it. I ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. I'm gonna buy Brian Hill's run. I am. I'm gonna do the comic book review on it. I am. Folks gonna pick it up. They gonna like it. They're not gonna like it. I'm not gonna engage that other nonsense. Yes, I would love the Death Regiment to return and be headed by a Chief and put T'Challa in a tough spot to strive from. It's Black Panther fans know way more about, watch this. It's Black Panther fans know way more about Professor Zoom than they do about Achievement. Honestly, you know more about Professor Zoom than you know about Eric Killmonger. That's crazy. You know more about Lex Luthor, Brainiac, Joker, Penguin, Catwoman, Dr. Octopus, Dr. You don't know nothing about who it. You don't. You don't. You don't. If I asked you right now, how was Eric able to beat T'Challa? Quite a few Black Panther fans couldn't tell. Well, he's just stronger than T'Challa. How? Huh? People say hunk in here. How? Can't tell me. Killmonger's children in Uganda at the end of Hutler's run, never heard from again. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what to do with that as a Black Panther fan. You can bring him back as a symbiote. I don't want him as a symbiote. I don't need him as a symbiote. I don't honestly need him and T'Challa to be at odds with one another. Let me see if I got this story right. He was kidnapped from Wakanda. That right? Parents died in an explosion. Okay, you retcon the dude that kidnapped him was named him Jobu, working for the Kingpin, working for Claw. And because he know he Wakandan, he mad at Wakanda. His backstory makes absolutely, he got hatred in his heart for T'Challa that by and large, you still can't explain. You would come out better explaining Eric's story as being the child of the father, I'm gonna say the child, the son of the cat that Wakandans didn't care for. Because the vitriol that he got for T'Challa, it don't match that story. He don't like T'Challa. Now, maybe that's because we invented Eric before we even thought of a backstory. We had T'Challa, so we said we got to give him an arch nemesis without giving much thought into the motivation behind him being T'Challa's arch nemesis. We just said Eric is a psycho for no reason, and that backstory don't match. So, in Jadaka Village, the techno-organic jungle, never heard. Still trying to figure out what's going on with Cantu in the museum. Where's Black Mariah? Have no idea. Have no idea. Get an actual comics fan as opposed to just a writer. At the very least, a consultant. At the very least, a consultant. At the very least, a consultant. But watch this. If the editor gives a damn, you don't have to do this. You don't have to hire. To hire a fan as a comic book writer, what do I need the editor for? Because the comic book fan gonna dot all the I's, cross all the T's. What do I need the editor for? If I have a consultant, what do I need the editor for? The editor is the one that's supposed to know. Either don't know or you don't care. Worst case scenario, both. But so yeah. The entire jungle action run introduced so many characters and areas in Wakanda who were never used again. I'm hoping someone uses Dawn's stuff and expands it. Well, what I can tell you is this, and we have to look at it with my brother D-Real and Mr. Ray Smith. Mr. Ray Smith is the one that does the customized action figure. When people ask me what I'm doing with Earth 421, I'm not doing what the MCU did in Earth 421. And if I got the action figures, I'm going to use Don McGregor. Okay, all right. Don't. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Like, I respect certain stuff. That's a fair question. I'm just going to say that. T'Challa having a brain aneurysm. T'Challa having the brain aneurysm, never heard from again. No. No. T'Challa being a telepath, only referenced in passing once since the 1980s. Jakar out of action. Hunter, Sam, Wilson. You not wrong. You not wrong. At the Kamoyo Kid or Make the Writers you hired to become fans by reading the source material and respecting what comes before them. I would like to think. But wait, watch. I don't know how you get in the job to do a comic book movie. There's a little video clip with everybody that, which is crazy. You get to make money. How you get money not knowing? That must be a new thing. Just give them the money. They ain't got to know. That's crazy. Editors don't mind reboots because the first issue always sells. You don't even know what to say because all I keep thinking about now is 12,000 copies missing. That's all I know. 12,000 copies. Chad Kinsler, what's going on, Big Chad? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, now tell him that's what I meant. Theo B said, "Get away from me with this mess." Listen, no, I would not have took that. There's no way in the world. There's no way in the world. I'm coming off a Colts run. What I got to do, Colts, you are into, and now I got Parliament. You know how we read how somebody was supposed to be over a movie and they never showed, like the movie company and the producer, the writer, they could never agree on stuff. That's how y'all got this in by CBR. Marvel and Ridley unable to come to an agreement on how the characters proceed. Yeah, he would have never made issue 1. Because if he'd have stuck by his guns, talking about that's what he wanted to do, oh, as an editor, I'd have fired him right then. And mind you, I'm not just saying that as a Black Panther fan. I'm a comic book fan. You watch this. As a Spider-Man fan, if old boy would have came to me with that story arc involving Peter and Mary Jane, where she got a whole other family, I'd have fired that dude. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. They'd be like, what? Yeah, go ahead. But see, Spider-Man fans would appreciate that. Spider-Man fans get that when I say, they be like, yeah, I'd have fired him right there. Bro, go back. Start over from scratch. T'Challa should have been a proficient magic user by now. He didn't have a problem with magic and jungle action either. I wouldn't have him necessarily being a how can I put this? And we might be meaning the same thing, just using different words. I would have him adept at it. As in, he knows how to use it, but that ain't what that is. He knows how to navigate his way through it, but I still would have leaned more. Me. I would definitely lean more into, because I don't think we do a great job of this, is him being smart as hell. I would do a lot more leaning into his scientific knowledge just to bring that to the forefront before I use the magic. Because watch this. I got Brother Voodoo over here for this. Like, if I do anything, I should have it where T'Challa, Brother Voodoo, and Zara Vari are consulting with one another in regards to Wakanda mysticism. But that's me. That's me though. Ain't nobody paying me for doing that. The stupidity of having an issue with mysticism when you are a champion of actual. Now I'm Fantastic 452. That's all I know to tell you. Fantastic 452. I don't. Now, mind you, I don't know why he would have a problem using mysticism. And do you know why? His family has been guarding Wakanda since Mosi. Okay, well, how did Mosi get his abilities? Like, he literally talks to the dead, like he's king of the dead. That's not science. That's not science coming into play when you talking to the dead. No. To the recent, that ain't got nothing to do with science. Just that I still go back and enjoy all the older issues. You got to, man. That is the only way You low key, me for mine, keep my love with the character, going back, reading old stuff, actually talking like we doing right now, having lives on social media, chopping it up, talking about old storyline. That's what keep my love with the character going. My brother sending me the shirt, like being able to do a video in either a purple polo or the Black Panther t-shirt, put the Kimoyo beads on, put the, I'm surrounded. I like, it's hard to get away from it. Question. Theo, why do you think Marvel don't want T'Challa and Storm together like Peter and Mary J. read a suit? So that's a fair question. That is a fair question. Marvel Comics, it's a rhetorical question. Something that the editor-in-chief will have to ask themselves. You asked me the question, so I'm gonna answer the question. I think there are those in Marvel Comics who understand what that parent is. See, if I understand power coupling, you got a dude that can stretch. Having a child with a woman who can either become invisible or make stuff invisible. That's what you got, or create invisible things. And you said that coupling makes no sense. You said that coupling created an Omega level mutant. You said that coupling with that power set arguably created a god. Well, Aurora ain't no joke, and neither is T'Challa. And if that's the offspring that you gave Reed and Sue, you know what critical thinking people would be looking at you in regards to what the offspring of what Aurora and T'Challa is going to produce. If that's not equal, it's either number one or it's number two. And you don't want to do that because there's a built-in bigotry, a built-in prejudice amongst you as a person that does not want to see that come to fruition. You don't want that. They don't want it. They can sit up here and say all the other stuff about this, that, and the third. No. There is a built-in prejudice or bigotry they are afraid to confront, let alone acknowledge in regards to how they view themselves, in regards to other people, how they view other people in regards to how they view themselves. There's a big bigotry or prejudice there. They don't want to deal with it. That's what that is. And when you look at the comments on social media, you can tell based on the comments about the bigotries and the prejudice. We all got them. We all got them. We all just don't care. We all just aren't consciously, how can I put this, battling against our prejudices and our bigotries on a day-to-day basis. Some of us are perfectly fine being a bigot, being prejudiced, and we let it come out in our day-to-day work. Well, T'Challa and Aurora not being together as a power couple is, as husband and wife, is somebody's bigotry, somebody's prejudice being realized in art. Because they don't have an excuse. They got an excuse, they don't have a reason. So that's what I'm going to say it is: bigotry, prejudice. Got nothing to do with money. That's making money. Let me just go ahead and say that. That's making money for quite a few people. That comic book, they get married again, gonna sell through the roof. You give me a 12-issue series with T'Challa and Aurora, call it Black Panther Storm. That's gonna sell. You give me the Hasbro 2-pack where they're in their wedding outfits, that's making money. Don't care. Right now, Aurora has a wedding outfit that was designed by a real damn company. Okay, give me the 2-pack. It's gonna make money. Now watch, it's gonna make money. Think about what I just said. Do you know how you got to be? Do you know how bigoted you have to be? Now, mind you, we've seen this historically in America. Do you know how bigoted, how prejudiced you have to be to turn down money? I'm just gonna leave it right there. Anansi the Spider, what's going on? Plus, as the king of dead, T'Challa should have no problems with magic, none, because one of his ancestors probably had access to magic. Remember, one of his ancestors knew how to levitate. I'm loving the discussion that we having here today. I'm loving it because y'all just dropping gems of knowledge. Like, this is the stuff right here. Like, I wish we could do stuff like, well, it is my channel, so I guess we could do stuff like this more. But this is it. We just come in and talk like, man, great points. Should not have a problem. Thank you so much for that, Anansi. Thank you so much. Afro, I got to go, but I'll watch the rest on playback. I just subscribed. Man, appreciate it, man. Come on back, man. Make sure you link up with Black Panther fan group. Make sure the Council of Wakanda, man, we do stuff, posters, action figures, custom action figures. Man, it's all about just sharing the love over here, man. No toxicity at all. So thank you so much for that, Afro. Thank you so much. Random. Storm is descended from a sorcerer. I love it. I love the knowledge, man. Y'all come on with it. Zango Fat. In fact, Brian Hill expanded on how Killmonger, a man with no herbs of vast power, was able to beat T'Challa at all. That Kaluna thing was never mentioned again. And I'm sitting up here like this because if you reading Bash, well, if you're researching Bash and everything like that, okay, well, Kaluna's recent. You never explained to me during the Don McGregor run how Eric Killmonger, a regular dude, was able to put hands on T'Challa. That never made sense. That never made sense. And then when you look at Brian Hill run with Eric, you know what the problem is? They don't talk about her no more. He gave you, like I said, to me the best. Regardless, Brian Hill came in, he was trying to un-F what was an effed up origin story. Still don't make sense though. Because Eric should be mad, not at T'Challa. He should be mad at Claw. His mortal enemy should be Claw. It shouldn't be T'Challa. It should, both T'Challa and Eric should be here we go. You ready? Claw should stay away from Wakanda. Eric should be mad about his parents being murdered, right? Hunter, Shooty, and T'Challa should have an issue with Claw. That's four Wakandans that should be at Claw's throat every time he show up. Every time. His vitriol towards T'Challa is misplaced. If you know Eric's origin story, it makes no sense. None. Absolutely none. Based on what happened. He should be 38 hot and everybody involved. Had nothing to do with T'Challa. Thank you so much for that, Zango. Maybe there's only room for one black Marvel wizard. That's the would say, Randall. That's even the fictional heroes practicing that crab in a barrel mentality. Anansi Spider. Imagine the magic mystical potential in that's why you don't want T'Challa and Aurora together. That's why you don't want them together. So let me see if I got this right. So Mosi was able to wield Mjolnir, and that's T'Challa's descendant, him. And he got a connection with a goddess, with a god. Oh, and Aurora is actually a sorcerer. And Bass, see, that's the other thing. Bass blessed that marriage. Bass. I don't even know what y'all want me to do with that. Like I'm you know what? See, this me, I'm petty. They ain't gotta be married in 616. They married in 421 though. They married in 421. They ain't gotta be together. I don't give a damn. But look, when I tell people all the time, Theo, MC, I don't give a damn about the MCU. I got 421. I don't give a damn about the MCU. I got 421, 421, 421. They married in 421. What I give a damn about the MCU for? The MC, what? The MCU ain't gave us Manifold. I got Manifold. We got dating choices over here. I got Aurora's sister Tempest. Y'all think what's Aurora name? The code name? Storm? Okay. What's the synonym for Storm? Oh Lord, my wife just hit me back. Hold on. Storm, synonym. Hold on. Because I got the Storm in the white outfit like that. And okay, well, I don't believe Tempest. There we go. She got a twin sister named Tempest. Tempest got a mohawk. Who is Tempest? Well, see, Brian. Now see, Brian, now I got questions. Because Brian now low-key think you checked out my video of the action figures that I did a couple of years ago. I think you caught that because I did say that Aurora with the mohawk was Tempest and her boyfriend, her man, was Eric Killmonger. So I did say that. There is a video out there. It is. And members of the Rock With Me Nation, they know how old that video is. They do. They do. I said it. I ain't saying, I'm just saying, like I did. I don't be listen, Linda, look it. No. Boy, look, the more we talk, the more y'all make me realize some stuff. Oh, I had Eric and Aurora together. I know y'all like Theo. No. I put them together my damn self. And I ain't mad. But if some folks can take credit for recast T'Challa, I'm gonna take some credit for putting Aurora and Killmonger together 3 years ago. All right. When it say 38 hot, a new t-shirt from IS. I'm just saying, like I don't want to do that. Take care, absolutely take care. Question, Theo. How do you feel about Marvel's ranking about T'Challa's 6th smartest person in the Marvel? Okay, well, who number 1? Like you see where I just went with this one. Who number 1? Who number? All I'm gonna say is this: wherever read it, put T'Challa right there. Wherever read it, that's all I'm at. Where's Reed? Where? Hold on, because I know what Hank. Oh, hold on. Reed Richards. Well, they say Reed Richards is the smartest man on earth. Now, he said T'Challa is an intellectual peer. I don't know if I'm number 1, I don't know if I'm necessarily considering number 6 a peer. I'm probably going to consider number 2 or another number 1 as a peer. But even if I look at football rankings, the #1 ranked team in the country ain't looking at the #6 ranked team in the country as a peer. So #6, wherever read it, I think that's fair. Canonically speaking, somebody said that T'Challa was his peer, his intellectual peer. Okay, well, you know, I ain't saying, I'm just saying. To me, the writers don't research or care about the history of T'Challa. They just write what they want. That part right there. That part right there. And if Black Panther fans would just what Chad just said, you just stay right there. Question, Theo, do you think a white person can write better stories for T'Challa than a black writer? To answer your question fairly, I believe that a person who cares about the character can write that character better than someone who doesn't care, regardless of who they are. That's just the way I'm gonna say it. The reason why we don't talk about John Mayberry is because you don't know he's out there. He white, and you like what he wrote about T'Challa. We don't talk about him like, because he didn't do anything necessary to piss you off about T'Challa. He came in right after Hudlin, and he finished that story arc. He don't get a lot of fanfare and everything like that, but I try and let it be known the dude created. He gave you the Midnight Angels. You're not talking about the Midnight Angels without him. Okay, well, shadow physics. We don't talk about that. That happened under his run. I don't know what you want me to say. I can't. I'm not. Ridley was hot garbage. But am I really finna sit up here and say, well, brothers and sisters don't care about the character like their white counterparts? No, I'm not finna say that. What I'm finna say is that if the person cares, the person cares. If they don't give two damns, they don't give two damns. It's not gonna matter. Well, I've seen people that care about T'Challa write this character regardless of what their ethnicity was, regardless of what their gender was. Write this character right. I've seen people not give two damns about this character, regardless of what their ethnicity was, regardless of what their gender was. So great question on that, Austin. Great question on that. Sango Fett. Yeah, Theo, you and I on the same waiting list for the man. Yeah, listen. Like I said, I don't get it. I'm like, bro, we need to have moved past this by now. So magic would be one of the more tools in his arsenal, like that. Yep. The only thing I can think about is we feel the need to constantly we constantly feel the need to introduce this character to new readers, to a new audience. So we keep starting over from ground zero. We're not feeling that need with Superman. You better take your behind enough and go pick up some Action Comics. That's what you better do. Go sit down there, watch this. Maybe we don't have to have conversations like this in regards to Batman and Superman, because the grandparents can talk to their grandchildren. Our grandparents can't do that. And I doubt there's one superhero out there that looks like us where a grandparent could sit down with their grandchild and share them stories. It is what it is. Yeah, Kamoyo, you and I on the same wave. Absolutely. Anyone can write a character if they respect that character. Some of the best BP stories come out. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, someone with some clout don't want T'Challa and Storm together. And that's why being over there, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Black Panther fan group, Council of Wakanda, that fan base growing and letting it be known, this is what we want. This is what we want. This is what we demand. I could be wrong. Like I said, I've been wrong before, I've been wrong again. I think this is the largest, most organized a fan group has been in regards to the Black Panther characters. Black Panther mythos, period. That fan group is going to have to be more consistent. The thing that disparages me about the fan group right now is our talking points. And I get it. Different people have different expectations and everything like that, but the talking points have to move the character forward. And some of the talking points are just immature. I'm just gonna say that. Some of the talking points involving the character right now are disingenuous. I like that word. Some of the talking points involving the character now are disingenuous. I'm just gonna say that. Zango Fett, I think CE literally tried to debate why Franklin Richards would be more powerful than an offspring of Blue Marvel and Monica. I wouldn't even have that conversation. I would, because Zango, I was telling my wife the other day, I believe stupidity is contagious. I don't like talking to stupid people. I don't. T'Challa and Storm together literally overtook the conversation at Marvel. Because it's gonna do that. That's a powerful comment. Facts, Kamoyo. I've been buying all the old comics lately too. If you truly love the character, you're going to want to know it. Come on now, like that's real. And I tried to. It was a sister, I think, on Twitter. For those of y'all that don't know, I have 2 Twitter accounts. I'm not Kevin Durant. I got 2 Twitter accounts. One allows me to operate without people coming for my head. IAS, IJS, Theo Butler, and then the Council of Wakanda. Well, one of the things I was trying to do was reaching out to this sister on the Council of Wakanda page and everything, and she was upset, if I'm not mistaken, about what was going on with the character. And I was like, basically, what was going on with the character was killing her love for the character. It's like, hey, one of the things that I do to insulate myself in regards to the character is I surround myself with stuff that I love about the character. And then I'm also knowledgeable about the character. So it's real hard for somebody to make me feel some type of way about the character. I might not like the way you're representing the character, but then understand the thing. You're the comic book company. You're going to do what you want to do. That said, if you get too beside yourself, I know how to handle my business. I just don't need to spend my money on you. But me not spending my money on you don't mean I'm not going to spend my money on the character. See, there's other ways for me to get my feel of the character than spending money on something that disparages the character. I'm not going to do that. MCU, done with you. Marvel Comics, I appreciate what you're doing. You got that dude up off of there. You brought in a young lady, as far as I'm concerned. See, me, I'm speaking for me. You brought in a young lady with a doctorate. That's crazy. Brought in somebody with a doctorate. Okay. She showed me that she care about the character. Okay, I'm liking it. You bringing in this brother. Brother showed me. He care about the character. Okay, well, Marvel Comics, I'm picking up what y'all putting down. I'm back. I can go to the store, get me a baseball cap. I can sport this whenever I want to. Okay. I got the shirt. Oh, well, hell, I ain't even got to do that. If I want my Black Panther feel, I can easily walk outside. Because there's quite a few people recognize this hairstyle. Like, oh, he looked this. No, I don't. No, I don't. Stop telling that lie. I do not look like him. I don't. And when I say him, no, I do not look like Michael B. Jordan. Just stop that lie. I got a similar hairstyle. But I got my feel of T'Challa. I'm good. I'm just as good as a Batman fan. The X-Men and Avengers became backup characters when T'Challa and Aurora got married. You know something. Well, first and foremost, watch this. To your point, Kamoyo, X-Men Sword and X-Men Red, that was Aurora's book. If you're an X-Men fan, that was her book. You know, yeah, it was called Sword. Yeah, it was called X-Men Red. You read them stories just like I did. That's her book. That's her book. So you, even in an X-Men book, you play in the backdrop. Well, X-Men versus Magneto. I'm not X-Men versus Magneto. The resurrection of Magneto. It got Magneto name on it. It's Aurora in the book. Adam Brashear in the book. Well, no disrespect to nobody. I like Cyclops. That's not T'Challa. You one of the leaders of the X-Men. T'Challa is the king of Wakanda. Now watch this. See, I just said that he the king of Wakanda to me, whether he's sitting on the throne or not. When we having discussions with people for what? That's the king of Wakanda. That's the king of the dead. What we talking about? Not doing that. Shoot. Come up on my business. 38 hot. Listen, come on, yo. We're gonna have to sit down, bro. You be having all these ideas. 38 hot new t-shirt. Yeah. Chad, going to get me a custom T'Challa and Storm hoodie made. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, and that's how you keep your love going. There are stories that mean so much to me. If I could just do this right here. This story right here means so much to me. So much to me. T'Challa and Shuri. This story means so much to me that I created my own manifold. Like, that's how much that story meant to me. T'Challa going back, finding Shuri. The love between a man and a woman. You got your homeboys right here. Your homeboy, yeah, that's good. But not just that. Shuri's story matters to me so much that, well, let me see. Bring that dang. Come over here. That's how much Shuri's story matters to me. Let me customize the grill. Well, that ain't everybody's story. That ain't everybody's talking point. I got daughters. That everybody don't care about that. I got daughters. I got a wife. I want, it's not just for me to see value in myself. It's important for me, for my daughters to see value in themselves too. Well, okay, well, I want, that story means something to me. T'Challa went and got his sister. I don't care if it means something to you. It means something to me. He went and got his sister. Well, I wanted to create manifold. That's how I surround myself, insulate myself. Well, I wanted to create Shuri, the griot Shuri. Well, that's how I insulate myself. So you're not wrong. Definitely got it. Them your characters. You love them. You gotta make sure you got them. I love that, man. Get that. Hey, let me know what that hoodie look like. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Facts keep trying to give T'Challa smarts to Shuri. I don't know why they keep doing it. Like, you can't have both. I don't be under. Now, that was the one thing that I did not take from that. I did not take Shuri being the mistress of arms as her being more intelligent than T'Challa, technological whiz. No, that's what that would be. It could have been a dude. That's what that would have been. So I didn't take anything negatively away from that. Marvel, no. Marvel did not die. That's one thing I will say. Marvel didn't see us coming. And the reason why I don't believe Marvel saw us coming is because of the age-old stereotype when it comes to our people. We don't read. That's the stereotype. We know how long ago that stereotype. If you want to hide something from a black person, put it in a book. Well, if watch this. I don't care about what Ron DeSantis got to say. This is my mouth. You still got racists in the world. In the world, you still got racists. I don't know how, because race ain't a real thing, but you still have racists living today in the world, in America, in the state of Florida. That's exactly what you got. So they subject to believe that we unintelligent. I like it. You gonna keep thinking that. Keep on, keep on, keep it on. So they subject to think that. So it's people like that. The way we combat that is doing what we do, continue to hold our lives and everything knowledgeable, And let me say this. Thank y'all so much for coming in today. This wasn't a bash no, we just want to come in. I believe stuff like this is needed where we can come in and just talk about our love, our fandom for Black Panther, Wakanda, T'Challa, Shuri, Okoye. We need to be able to come in and talk. I can't even believe I'm getting ready to say this because now I'm starting. Fellowship. If you will. Can't believe I said that. We need a safe place where we can come in and fellowship and everything like that. I believe that's what's needed. That's what it was for today. I'm definitely going to still come in and get these comic book reviews to y'all and everything like that. But basically, people are going to have to say what they want to say. So let me just say it like this because I don't want my words to be misconstrued as many of us don't. I like both runs. I see the good in Eve's run. I see the good in Brian Hill's run. I see some similarities that I've gotten from other writers. I'm enjoying the similarities. I see some differences. I'm enjoying the differences. There are some things that I have not gotten from either writer that are near and dear to my heart as a Black Panther fan. Does not mean that I'm canceling them as writers. No, I'm still picking up what you're putting down, I'm still enjoying it and everything like that. So to might not mean much, but to Dr. Eve Ewing, keep doing what you do. I'm here for it. Hopefully you got an issue 11, because if you got an issue 11, I'm picking it up. If you don't have an issue 11, I'm gonna be kind of hurt. Brian Hill, man, listen, man, do your thing. Do your thing. I enjoyed it. I saw some, listen, I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to issue 2. Just like I'm looking forward to issue 10, I'm looking forward to issue 2. Just like I'm gonna be looking forward to issue 11, I'm gonna be looking forward to issue 5. So that's where I'm at with it. Anyway, that's my time. I'm out. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me today. This was just us coming in here as Black Panther fans and just letting our hair down and everything like that. I'm gonna talk with my brother D-Rail, see if we can possibly come to y'all later on this evening. Y'all know, just vibing. We just gonna come in and vibe. We ain't necessarily talking about Black Panther stuff. Get some stuff we come in, let our hair down and kick the bobo. Bring in what you need to bring in. Let your hair down. Bring your drink. Bring your smoke. Whatever you're gonna do. And we gonna vibe. So I'm gonna talk to him and see if we can get that set up for either 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock tonight, and everything like that. So in the meantime, in between time, make sure you got your notifications on. Do that. Also, y'all know me. Y'all know how I say this, right? I want to be able to talk to you and not talk about you. So take care of your health. See you next time. In between time, I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace.